Now, New South Wales small businesses have come together begging for help from leaders ahead of the March election in this state. According to a new survey by Business New South Wales, 30% of businesses are going to be forced to shut down if trading conditions worsen. Now, joining me now to talk about this and what it means for the rest of the country is business columnist for the Herald Sun, Terry McCrann. Terry, thank you so much for joining me. What do you make of the results of this survey out of New South Wales?
James, I have to say I'm surprised the numbers look that great. When you look at what small business has gone through over the last 3 years, that whole COVID experience, yes, it was much worse in Victoria, but the government in Victoria was far more damaging, far more brutal to small business survival through COVID. But New South Wales wasn't all that far behind. At the best of times, James, as you fully appreciate, it's tough being small business. A small business, it's usually a very hard grind. And what small business needs now more than ever is some gentle love rather than tough love from government. And what are they getting? They're just getting more bureaucracy, more pain in terms of energy costs, more pain in terms of labour costs, that whole woke agenda, which imposes a whole layer of cost on business, making it almost impossible to survive. So I say again, James, I'm surprised at how good those numbers look. Only 1 in 3 businesses likely to go broke. I would have thought it's likely to be much higher.
Well, even if it's just 1 in 3, Terry, I mean, everyone should think about what their high street would look like in their town or suburb if 1 out of every 3 of their small businesses went under. It'd be devastating. But I want to ask you, though, because you said small businesses and the imposts on government. Jim Chalmers says he's going to rewrite the rules of capitalism. I say that this is going to be basically big unions, big business, and big government in an unholy trinity that's going to screw small business. Am I right, or have I got this wrong, and Chairman Chalmers is going to take us to the new sunlit uplands of this sort of socialized capitalism?
I just take issue with the use of that word chairman. We reserve that for Chairman Dan down in Victoria.
Oh, sorry. My apologies, Terry.
But yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, what he's saying about creating a new capitalism for the 21st century is the same old socialist reality that we had time and again in the 20th century and still do in some places in the 21st century. I mean, if you put it very bluntly, what Jim Chalmers is proposing to do is to turn Australia into the Venezuela of the Southern Hemisphere. He wants to import all the totalitarian top-down direction policies of big government spending your money, telling you what you can spend, what's left of your money on. So he's going to either spend it or tell you how you should spend it. And this is supposed to create a heaven on earth. I mean, it would create hell on earth. It's bad enough, the sort of reality that we face in 2023 going into 2024. Higher interest rates, higher energy costs, thanks again to government. If we actually went down the Chalmers path, James, I think I would have to move to a warmer place.
And Terry, I just want to ask you, too, on interest rates. You know, Deutsche Bank is saying we're going to be seeing 4 more rate rises between now and August. Now, that would be crippling for an awful lot of people. But, you know, economically speaking, is this sort of tough love the only way to undo the damages of all the money that was fire hosed around the economy during and after the pandemic?
Well, I think you've summed it up there, James. Yes, we have to have some tough love on interest rates. The interest rates that we had from 2020 through to the end of last year were just absurd. I mean, it was essentially free money. But I won't go so far as to predict 4 more rate rises. I'll content myself to just saying that, yes, come Tuesday week, the Reserve Bank will have another rate increase. I think it should be 50 points, better 50 points now, and maybe that will be the end of it rather than 4 more through the year, but it may be 25 points.
Wow. Well, Terry McCrann, sobering news, but thank you so much for your time. Always enjoy having a chat with you.